I don't know why she said it or why I believed her. "Just wait," she would whisper, always with that smile. A grin full of secrets, full of promises I never bothered to question. For years, I thought her words were just the excited ramblings of someone who genuinely loved me. I was wrong. It started like any other birthday, quiet, uneventful. The house was still, no balloons, no fanfare. I liked it that way, though. A few years of marriage had taught me that the most meaningful moments didn't need to be celebrated. It was her words that lingered, that almost haunting, repeating refrain, "Something big is coming." I knew my wife well. She didn't do things lightly. So when she said those words, I trusted her. After all, she'd been my rock for nearly a decade. Our family was solid. The routine of it all so predictable it bordered on dullness. That night, I came home to an empty house. I didn't panic. That was never my way. There was no note, no call, just silence. At first, I figured it was a last-minute thing, a quick trip or a small getaway, maybe a surprise dinner, something she'd arranged to make the day feel special. I waited. Hours passed. No word. I was used to her spontaneous behavior, but this was different. There was something unsettling about it. The clock ticked on. And then I saw it. A photo on social media, my wife, my kids, and her entire family standing on the beach, smiling. My son, of all people, had posted it. The caption stung more than it should have. "He won't even notice we're gone, LOL." I didn't comment. I didn't call. I didn't even feel the anger I thought would flood my veins. Instead, I watched. I let it settle, let the absurdity of it wash over me. A cold detachment crept in. A slow, suffocating realization that I had been a fool for too long. They'd all been laughing behind my back, pretending I was too blind to see. I let it simmer. 2 days of silence. Just me, the walls, and the growing storm inside my chest. And then it came the messages. Dozens of them. Desperate, apologetic, begging for understanding, for forgiveness. But it was too late for that. I opened the first one, my wife pleading in her usual manipulative way. "I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to hurt you. Please just understand." My heart didn't race. My hands didn't shake. I didn't feel anything except cold, pure, calculated cold. One by one, I read each message. My daughter begging me to talk to her mother. My son angry at me for not caring enough to notice they were gone. The in-laws all trying to play the victim. It didn't matter. I wasn't going to save them. They'd already condemned themselves. I let them stew in their own guilt for one more day. Then I took action. The next morning, I opened the news app on my phone and searched for the local beach resort. It didn't take long. Within an hour, I had a perfect plan, one that would make their betrayal public, unavoidable, and utterly humiliating. I knew just where to send the right information, how to make it all come crashing down. It would be subtle, but it would make its point. By the time I finished, everything was set. I didn't care how it would unfold. I was no longer interested in anything other than making sure they knew how I felt, how they had underestimated me. The evening came, and I waited. The storm in me had built to something monstrous, but it was patient. It was calculated. The first news hit in the early evening, an anonymous leak. A carefully worded article about a family of 4 staying at a luxury resort, with photos and details. By the time my wife checked her phone, it was already viral. The truth about their betrayal, the lies they'd woven, the way they'd all conspired against me spilled out for the world to see. It was undeniable, and it was everywhere. Within hours, they were all scrambling. Public apologies, frantic calls to me, but I didn't respond. I didn't need to. The damage had been done, and I was the one who'd pulled the strings. They had thought I would forgive them, that I would beg them to come back. How wrong they were. The messages stopped coming. My wife, her family defeated. The fallout was swift, the collapse public and devastating. It wasn't enough for me to simply leave them. They had to know what they had lost. I never went back to the house. I never confronted them in person. I just let them stew in the mess they had made of their lives. I walked away. The final message was from my son, asking if he could come back home. I read it once, then deleted it. No response. I didn't need to explain anything to him. Not anymore. I had done what I set out to do. Cold. Calculated. No remorse. Just satisfaction. And now, I was free.